As you know, this is Common Grounds Unity, or maybe you don't know, this organization is about bringing people together. But it's one thing to get together. It's another thing to actually have skills in building peace. So why is it that it is important for us to actually build skills in peacemaking? Why can't we just wing it?
Yeah, Drew, I think that, when you look at God's promises, there are a lot of those. There are actually very few of Jesus that don't mirror exactly what God said. But one of them comes from John, the 16th chapter, which says, hey, in this world, you're going to have trouble. And conflict is a necessary part of our lives. If we didn't have conflict, we wouldn't be able to establish boundaries or to know what wasn't working or what is working for that matter. But conflict becomes destructive. And in that, because it becomes very personal and very self-centered, it can look pretty ugly. And as we know in John, the 17th chapter, you just mentioned that prayer for unity. Jesus had been talking to his disciples really since the time he'd been at the table with them, and Judas left to go betray him, and he was talking to the 11. And in that, he began telling them a lot of things. And finally, the disciples said, "Oh, we finally get it. We understand what's going on here." And that's when he said, well, yeah, I'm glad you finally got it. You don't have to worry about things, though. I've told you all these bad things so you could have peace, because in this world you'll have trouble. But don't worry, I've already overcome the world. I'm already victorious in that. And then he goes into his prayers, and he prays for himself, and he prays for the disciples that were there with him. And then that third prayer is the one that you mentioned, where he says, I'm praying for unity because it's through the church, it's through those people who follow that God will be seen. So it's important to us to be peacemakers because we are the vision of God for a lot of people. And that's a responsibility that we need to take very seriously, and one that we need to prepare for and practice every day.